purpose of this collab is to craft using the things that we have around the house. So after I thought about it for a little bit, I decided to do something completely different from scrapbooking for this collab. I pulled out my embroidery work. Now, I have been doing hand-stitch embroidery since I was probably in elementary school. My grandmother, my Mimi, taught me how to embroidery. It was one of those weekends my dad was in the National Guard, and it was, Mimi, I'm bored, Mimi, I'm bored, Mimi, 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 kind of like, Mom, 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 Mom. And she's like, you know what? Ask me a question without saying my name. I'm bored. Okay, you're bored? I'm going to teach you how to embroidery. So, my embroidery stuff was stored in a box out in the back room, and I had started at one point working on a quilt, and it just so happens that the piece that I was in progress on was a giraffe. And I'm like, what better way to tie it into Disney than to work on a giraffe, something that is from Kilimanjaro Safari. So there's other pieces in this quilt. It's made to have embroidery pieces in it and then be put into a quilt, or to be made into like a children's book. It was called the All Creatures Great and Small book, but when I bought it, they were advertising it as making it into a children's quilt, with still using everything. So you can see each of these squares. Whew, you would actually like to see the squares. Each of these squares is a different piece. You cut it apart and you embroidery it, or you cross stitch. So this is a project that I'm going to be working on. Because it is hand embroidery stitch, what I will do is, instead of filming me doing it, as I get pieces done, I will give you photo updates. Let's get started. So it's a short time later, and I wanted to show you, well, it's actually been 2 hours since I gave you an update of what I got done. So let me show you what I've accomplished. Okay, so last time that you saw this in progress, I was only done to about here. So as you can see, I have filled in the rest of here. I have done the legs here. I have completed the belly here, and I have finished one leg here, and you can see I'm getting started to finish this leg and going up. Or I might pull, the nice thing about embroidery floss is I can pull it out. I think I might start up here, go down, and come back up and finish the giraffe off that way. Then I will move over with the same color thread, do this giraffe, and then I will complete grass, tails, the manes, and leaves, and the inside of the giraffes. Alright, I'm going to keep going on. Okay, so I've pulled it out of the embroidery hoop to be able to show you what I've done. You can see where it's been pulled nice and tight, and I've been working on it. So the complete outline for this particular giraffe is done. This part here belongs to this giraffe. I don't know, because I do have other colors of brown, that I might make the other giraffe. Oh, this one, I've already kind of started on him. I might make, like, I might try to, start, like, end it here and maybe go into a little bit of a lighter brown. I have all of my embroidery colors semi-sorted into these Ziploc bags into the different colors, so I might try to find, like, maybe a shade lighter, and start going down, like starting, you know, and go shade, you know, just kind of start a little bit lighter and finish it out, and then go back like across here, kind of figure out where it is, and then do like a variegated, or I may just leave it the way it is and not worry about it, since I kind of just, you know, I kind of messed up what I was thinking in my head. It's embroidery, it kind of goes on its own, you know, you just kind of work it through, As you can see, I have my needles underneath right now, so I have it laying on my computer so I don't lose it. And typically I would hook it through the fabric, but it's behind right now instead of on top. But I've got one leaf semi-done. I need to go in with a lighter green and finish the insides. This, I guess I'll show you my box. This is my embroidery thread sewing box. This is the paperwork that goes with the project I'm working on. Here is all of my purples, different types of purples. And then you see I've got whites and black. This is colors that I have used one half of the string, and I've got the rest of it to use for another project. So as you can see, I've got some light green in there, and I might use that up on that leaf. You can see I've got lots of colors and things down here. And if I don't have a color, I can wait and see what I can find at another store. Looks like, oh, there it is. I was like, I wonder if I'm out of green. But nope, here's all of my green, blues, oranges. There was another set of colors back to pinks, reds. So, thread that should be in a container. Why are you not? I don't know. That'll go in that zippy bag of random string. So I just wanted to share with you an update on where I was at. I really am enjoying this quarantine craft party because I have not picked up my hand embroidery in so long, and I forgot how soothing it is. Right now with everything going on, soothing is the name of the game. So I think I'm going to go back to work stitching, drinking some tea, and I'm watching a show on Netflix called The Ghost Bride, and it's very interesting. And apparently it's still something that's done in China, where a living girl is married to a ghost, to the spirit of a deceased person. So that's very interesting. It's been very interesting, kind of weird, but you know, I kind of like that kind of stuff. So I'm going to finish watching this, keep working on that, and drink some tea. Okay, so you can see that this brown, which is DMC, and it is color number 25. This brown is completely done. So I can move on to the little, the little mane here that goes up and around up here and finishes up there. Got kind of an ears to fill in here. I've got a little nose piece and mouth on them, the eyes, and the inside of the giraffes to complete. So that's what I think, and the hooves. So that's what I think I'm going to work on next. Then I will move on to the lead. I think I'm going to save the insides of the giraffe for now. I'm going to move on to the leaves because those are going to be pretty simple. The circles are going to be the most time consuming because they're going to be stitch, cut, roll, knot, stitch, cut, knot, stitch, cut, knot. So these are going to be pretty, it's going to be very few stitches, but it's just very time consuming. So, and also I have the grass down here. And what I might do is I might go ahead and do this outlined border right here that's closest to the inside, like this dark one here, and go ahead and stitch that in a color to kind of just outline the piece. I'm going to keep going. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far because you know what? I am. Alright, so it is 11:48 at night on Friday night, and I will show you what I have completed. It is a little darker because Sam's in the next room over sleeping, and I don't want to wake him up with the light. So as you can see, I finished the outline of the giraffes, which I kind of showed you earlier, but I've also completed two full of the leaves and the couple smaller leaves here. I have 2 of the 4 leaves over here completed, and I need to fill in this leaf. So the first thing I will do tomorrow is I will do these 2 leaves, and I will fill in this one, and that will complete all of the leaf foliage at the top. The next thing I plan to do is finish up some of the detailing on the giraffe, which I will complete the tails and this mane, the inside, the ears, the mouth, and the eyes, and complete that. Then I am going to go into the grass down here at the bottom. It won't take very long. It's just zigzag, zigzag. And then I will start working on filling in the giraffe. Alright, so it's quite a bit later. Today didn't quite go the way I had originally planned. It's been a pretty quiet day, but I didn't go to bed until pretty late last night. So I slept in, and then I took a nap. And then my mom called and asked if we wanted to come over and play some cards and have dinner. So I'm not quite where I thought I would be at this point, but I think I'm in a pretty good place. So today I finished these 2 leaves up top here. And then I filled in this leaf here. I finished the grass down at the bottom. I have the hooves done down here. I have both of the tails done in a lighter color, and I have the light brown of the dots inside of the giraffe here done. So tomorrow, which is the 22nd, during Craft and Chat, Craft and Chat is a live stream crafting live stream that is switched between myself, which is Paper Scissors Vacations on My, and a channel called Myers and the Mouse. It jumps back and forth between our channels, and if you follow me on Instagram and look for the photo that says Craft and Chat with PSV and Myers and the Mouse, you will find our streaming schedule until June. So my plan is to work on the rest of the inside of the giraffes, finish up the manes, get the eyes and the ears completed, and I will be done with this project. Alright, let's get to bed so I can finish up tomorrow. Good morning. Well, afternoon, I guess. So it's Sunday, so it's day 3 of working on my project for this quarantine craft party. So you saw where I left off last night, and right now I'll give you kind of a sneak peek of where we're at. I was on a live stream today on my channel, which is today's the 22nd, I think. Yeah, today's the 22nd, and so during Craft and Chat, I was working on it. I completed all of the inside of one giraffe. I'm working on the mane of the same giraffe. Then I'll finish out the, which giraffe am I working on? This one. I'll finish up the ears and the face, and so this giraffe will be done. And then I'll only have this one left to go. I'm really getting a lot accomplished. I'm really enjoying getting back to doing hand stitching. It's very calming, very soothing, especially with a mug of tea. Yummy. Sunday night, and it is, trying to tell you guys what time it is. It is 8:48 p.m. Central Time. And I finished it. I just finished my piece for this project. And I'm going to show you the final thing. There it is. It's all done. I decided not to do this outside edge. I think it would take away from it. And I love it just the way it is. I'll give you a close-up. So as you see, I use a darker green for the two outside leaves. And so the outline of the leaves and the branches are all this deep green. The two outside leaves inside is a shade lighter green. The leaves and the inside leaf is all the same light green. I used a dark brown to outline the giraffes themselves. A couple shades darker for the hooves. It's not quite black, it is a darker brown. I used a light brown for the tail and the mane. I used kind of an in-between color brown for all of the spots. As you can see, I used a light blue for the eye. The nose is the same color brown as the inside dots. The ears and the mouth are all pink. And I used the same green from outlining the leaves for the grass. There it is. There is my quarantine craft party completed project. I want to say a huge thanks to all of the ladies and channels who are doing this for their support. It's been great, and I appreciate you guys including me and encouraging me to grab out my scrapbooking or get past my scrapbooking supplies and get out my embroidery. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all the other amazing channels who are participating. They are all linked in the description below. We've got the time. Watch all the videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye!